What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again with the review today, guys, of the Jordan 14 white and black. Today, guys, we have a review of the upcoming Jordan 14 white and black set to release on December 20th for a retail price point of $200. And it almost slipped my mind. These literally released tomorrow. And I was just in motion. I've been in motion. You guys, if you don't know, I've been dropping consistently on 3 channels right now. Tonyd2wild, 2 Wild Guns, and 2 Wild for TV. Tonyd2wild being my main channel where I do a lot of my sneaker content. 2 Wild for TV, a lot of my sneaker news and sneaker topics. We recently just did a topic on the whole CDAS and him being sued by Nike, as well as sneaker news for each and every week. And 2 Wild Guns, I think the name is self-explanatory. Bam! But with that being said, we have this beautiful Jordan 14 dropping, which is one of the last. I think after this, we have, of course, the Jordan 1 Celadon, but this one right here, I think is gonna do pretty well overall as far as how it sells. It's currently in the secondary market a little bit higher than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect these to be in the price range of $250 and up. Now, as I've always stated, I don't really care about the secondary market and the resale market, but I use that to determine how hard or how easy a shoe may be able to be, bought. Or if you might even be able to get it on sale on one of these sites out here. I mean, a lot of shoes this year, if you were smart and didn't cop, you were more likely able to cop a shoe for below this retail price. If you were able to hit on a shoe for below retail, like if you were able to see a shoe drop, you said, I'm not getting it because I know it's gonna go for lower, and you didn't do it, and then you were able to cop it later on at a more discounted rate, comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what your biggest, steals of the year were for, some of you guys and girls out there. I know like Jordan 4 olives were very dope. I've seen those go for 20% off and with free shipping. I've seen tons of shoes this year. Skylines going for, under $100. Like, so many shoes dropped this year and so many steals. And I don't think that it's gonna continue on. I think that Nike's gonna figure a way to balance things out. But as I stated before on the Got 'em Early of this shoe, I see a lot of Thunder in here. Now, next year, we're gonna be having a Jordan 4 white Thunder release. And we've had a red Thunder, we've had the original Thunder, which is black and yellow, and then now we're gonna have a white Thunder. Now you'd be wondering, why am I talking about the 4? Well, there was a Jordan 14 Thunder that released, I wanna say almost like a couple years back. It's been a minute, man. I wanna say almost 10 years, right? Let me see, let me just look it up. Because I did a review on my channel. 2014, the Jordan 14 Thunder released. And I really think that these are like, because I don't see nobody talking about this in this colorway. They're not. Nobody's really talking about these being called the White Thunder. And the reason why I'm saying is I feel like that's a perfect name for it. We have a White Thunder releasing in 2024. This could be the White Thunder version of the Jordan 14. And if you literally see the White 4 Thunder, it's literally the Thunder, just yellow, white. Same thing goes for this, but maybe, people are just so ready for 2024 that they don't even give a damn about giving this shoe a name, because literally this shoe doesn't have a name. This is the Jordan 14 black and white. Every other shoe has some sort of name or some sort of kind of theme or something, attached to it. But then again, a lot of these shoes have their name come from their colors. Like the Celadon, that's actually a color. This is black and white. Quality though on the shoe feels really good. Nothing amazing, but for the most part, it has a very similar texture to what I've experienced for a lot of the previous shoes, like the Jordan 5 Toro Bravo. It's a suede, or a pretty rough suede, almost as if, like, I would say more so a nubuck. A leather that's been, distressed all the way down to almost like a nubuck feeling. But nubuck suedes, leathers, they're all pretty much the same. They're just different types of the leather, but it has that type of dryness to it, that kind of grit. It's nothing buttery smooth over the hands. It's a little bit more gritty in my opinion, almost like that ashy Larry type of look as well. If you can see, like, there's just certain parts of the shoe that have more of a lighter, just, I don't know, this has like it's not saturated all the way, like even look on the toe box. See that? And that's not, that's a little bit of quality control issues in my opinion as well, but it's not an amazing quality, I'll say that for the most part. You got also the white on the shark fins and all that, as you know, and even these that have just been tried on for the review. I would say almost how they came out the box. You know, that's been always an issue for the 14s, that creasing right here as well. And you might not be able to pick it up. Maybe you can, but there's creasing on the, you know, the white parts. Now, I've seen videos where you can just heat that up and it will kind of like fix out all the wrinkles. You heat it up with the heat gun, not super direct, but a little further back, and it will get rid of those little wrinkles. But with this type of material, it's just only a matter of time for something like this just to happen. It's just gonna happen. It comes in the OG box, the silver box. It's been retroed as well, which I really like. Air Jordan 14 Retro Black/Black White, size 8.5. Keep that in mind. And the dope thing about the 14, if you don't know, is that there's 14 Jumpmans on the shoe. 7 on each to be exact. You got one here. This is always like a little Easter egg. One here. You got one here. You got one on the inside, so that's 3. You got one on the tongue. That's 4. You got one right here. That's 5. You got one right here. That's 6. And then I always get that last one, bruh. I always forget it. Let me see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7 on the laces. Now each lace, some people could say that those count as one individually. Maybe I'm doing too much by saying the one on the tag. So you take that away, you'll say that's 5 and then 6, 7 on each lace. 7, 7, 14. Now, that's always been like a little bit of an Easter egg. But overall, man, I think these are very solid. If you're a 14 fan, I'm a 14 fan. I like 14s. I'm not gonna lie. I own a couple of them. This one is a very basic, and for that reasoning, I think it'll do fairly well for this being black and white. I think it's a pretty sexy looking shoe. It's definitely just a more quiet shoe, quiet release, releasing in the middle of the week on a Wednesday and near the end of the year, you know? So we'll see. Maybe maybe this will be the Christmas special. Maybe this might be the shoe that everybody buys their kids for back to school moving into January, because this is not a bad colorway to pop things off with. Black and white, you ain't gonna get it dirty. It's a 14. Not one of the more, you know, I would say popular models, but definitely a dope model. So, you know, to each its own. I let you guys and girls dictate what you guys think about this at the end of the day. But these are releasing this upcoming Wednesday. Retail price point $200. Soulplay will have them first come, first serve online and in store. So check them out as well and follow them over on Instagram and Twitter, and stay tuned. But I'm gonna end you guys and girls off with the On Foot. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.